What if I told you you didn't need to spend 8 to 10 hours each day building your online business? Most people fail because they get overwhelmed, stressed out, and building a business starts to feel like a second job. I'm going to teach you and show you my method that I use every day building my business. So my little acronym that I call it, you can add a few minutes into a few sections if you're just getting started, but I've been building successful businesses online for over 15 years. So as I say, this has nothing to do with AI. AI does help, but having a proven system that you follow day after day will not only generate, consistent leads and sales, overwhelm. So what we are going to talk about in the LEAD method is it's learn, execute, automate, develop. And it's done literally in 30 minutes per day. And they're trying to do everything. They're trying to be in too many places at once. They're overwhelmed with all the knowledge, too many courses, too many strategies. The idea of this system is one focus system, one simple strategy, and one proven method to run your business. And yes, I do use AI in my business. So let's get right into the L is for learn. I'll go back. The L is for learn. And, each day you should be developing something. So I try to spend at least 5 minutes investing in my mind. I watch one lesson. I learn one new skill. I read a helpful email. I'm signed up for Alex Hormozy and some of the other top marketers. So like last week, Alex Hormozy sent out something of the 3-7-30 method that he uses, and it was basically how he nurtures his list, his email list. So that's what I spent my 5 minutes on for that one particular day. The E is for evaluate, and hopefully it will load. You have to excuse my laptop here. When I go to record, it's really slow. E is for execute. So here we spend 10 minutes on one income producing task. That can be sending one email, writing one email, building one page, reaching out. With HBA, we have the Fast Start Inviter. So I can send out my an invitation to visit HBA and see if it's a good fit for them. I can actually let the software do that for me. Or you can record one video like I'm doing now. The A is for automate, and that's where we are going to go in and, schedule your posts, schedule your email follow-ups, use AI once again, and build simple workflows. I watch a lot of people and they're just kind of all over the place. When you have a clear path and proven systems, you just don't have to do that. So the last D, which most people would think would be for duplicate, but that's kind of part of my content strategy where one idea I repurpose it everywhere. But this D is for developed. We are going to invite people to our offer. Maybe we sent out Fast Start Inviter and we had a couple people that responded. So we're going to spend 10 minutes here, maybe interacting with the person, nurturing that relationship. So attention becomes trust. This is also where I'm replying to my comments on my Facebook posts or my YouTube videos. These things are kind of, the part of the business that builds the know, like, and trust factor. And eventually that trust becomes sales. You've heard the fortune is in the follow-up, and that's definitely true. So this is what I call my 6+1 formula. I work a job, and usually Saturdays are my busiest day at the restaurant. So Saturday is one day that I don't do any business. Typically on Sunday, I don't really necessarily do business. That's when I do my CEO session. So these 30 focus minutes each day come after your CEO session. So on Sunday, I'll sit down, I review last week's analytics, I set my goals for the week. I kind of pivot on what didn't work well, like I noticed my views had gone down and I was posting more content. So I just simplified my strategy and I'm making one meaningful post on Facebook every day. So that way I know exactly what I'm doing the rest of the week. So then, like I say, the next 5 days are execution. 30 minutes each day. 30 minutes Monday, 30 minutes Tuesday, 30 minutes Wednesday, 30 minutes Friday, Thursday, and Friday. So eventually this really can become, a 5+1 formula where you could sit down and you take, if you work a regular 9 to 5, you take Saturday and Sunday off to spend with your family, because we're building a business around our life, not a life around your business. I watch so many people do that, and I actually did it when I first started online. I'd come home from work and I was working 20 extra hours. I was spending 3-4 hours a night, and it just became exhausting over a while. So those are the things that kind of helped me simplify everything. And I want you to remember, you don't need to hustle nonstop. Actually, that's not good for you. Self-care is needed. You don't want to burn out. If you're working a job and trying to maintain your family plus build your business, you really need to take a day for yourself and rest. So consistency is the key. If you only make one Facebook post per day or do one video per week, make sure it's polished and the best that it can be. You don't need to burn yourself out trying to run your business. Slow progress is still progress. So I'm curious, what's your biggest challenge? What's your takeaway? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And I actually have the 30-minute workday blueprint. You can get that down below. No sales pitch in it, just how all of this formula really works together and how you can benefit from it too. So that's it for this video. Hope you can do my 6+1 formula and the L.E.A.D method. It really helps keep you centered and not overwhelmed trying to run your business and maintain your life. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Be sure to smash that subscribe button, and I will catch you again in the next video.